Roethlisberger. It's complete downfield out left to his running back. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle.
And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well, and you would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the All-Pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the All-Pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so. And I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. Carried that team throughout the season and got better in their bigger games.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida, and he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
21. Tight dog. 61, matchbox.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together Charles. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Garoppolo. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now from back at the 9 after that last play. This is 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. This is a 26-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the second. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And the Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he finds McDonald. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Going top shelf for Smith. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. How about Ben Roethlisberger, his 5th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw is Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the 27, Garoppolo. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. On the draw play, Coleman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Step on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively, that's Devin Bush making the play.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
11.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Kendrick Bourne. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. This time, the extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get... spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back.
There he goes left side. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Washington. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are able to regain the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and they're able to get for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's got his tight end.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Breida, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Protein spill. Switch. No. Kill, kill, kill. 13, 13. Slam, slam, slam. Shift, watch the shift.
Now Garoppolo throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for, and it's third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Single, 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 single.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Eluded, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Garoppolo now. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Ben to throw again. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to...
Emmanuel Sanders, 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders, 71 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Complete to Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Crunch, 12.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. Garoppolo, he's going to give this to Breida on the draw. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. And
across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A quick throw complete to Washington. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't get rid of the football, trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down.
Here we go.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They run again with Breida. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the 49ers have retaken the lead.
65.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but if you identified an open target, then put it right on him.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 41 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for two. Now Roethlisberger. And this is going to be in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And that is incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But a last moment.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, 79 yards as they have taken the lead. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for two. To throw is Garoppolo. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 51 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 4 yards out, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, try to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the fourth quarter. Now they still trail by 1. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you think to yourself,
and look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run with Samuels. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it?
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball and end up getting sacked.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Back. Hey, alert. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 1, Omaha. Watching you grind.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
He's checking. Grabs. 80 weapons. What twist? 12, fellas. Here we go. Go ahead.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
21.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
This has been an up and down.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
He's going. 21.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop at a yard shy. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Open man here is Gentry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his yard line before it's all there at a first down. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one's safe.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He'll buy some time right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And it's 3rd down. And the blitz does come. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term,
and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Oh, spinning away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll work it across. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Roethlisberger going deep to the end zone for Juju. Juju Smith-Schuster, 52 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Coleman on the draw. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you are here without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score.
Let's get off the field.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. On 1st down, it's Coleman. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, 44 yards. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call...
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 56 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. A very solid gain of 27. This offense... can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to record another sack. And that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's second and goal. On second down, Samuels. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Samuels with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns as his guys have now moved out in front. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have
the 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Here we go.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On third down, Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth.
Hey, watch it. He's crashing. He's checking crash. White. Jim.
They run for it with Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run with Breida. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll be quarter of play. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Breida on the draw. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Now Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Back to throw. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Here we go.
This is Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This to potentially send us to overtime. And Gold is able to put it through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I'll tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. He finds his tight end Gentry. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And a costly one there, as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Well, he does have a good leg, I'll give him that, but not that good.
Not by a long shot.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there, as this game remains tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going down.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger, flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He was going for the tight end, Nick Vanette, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Play fake to Connor, now Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Ben to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He'll rifle. Man, it's caught. the 6-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with whipped cream on top.
Look at you. Tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been on EA Sports. For more, log on to EA Sports. Are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.